Hello everyone. In this Dynamic 365 CRM video series, today we will discuss what is Power Platform. You may know I'm creating this full video series in English and Tamil. See the description for the playlist information. What is Power Platform? So the Power Platform is a Microsoft cloud-based tools and services. Using these tools and services, we can build application using Power Apps. We can automate the process like automating workflows and approvals using Power Automate. We can analyze the data and create reports and dashboards using Power BI. And we can build or create a chatbot and virtual agents and intelligent bots using Power Virtual Agent. We can create a portal or a website using Power Pages. All kind of application we can able to create using this low code platform, which is the Power Platform. It's a low code and no code platform, so this helps to solve business challenges without need of extensive coding or development skills. That's so very important point. So you may not be a programmer, but still you can create a business application. Apart from that, we have other components like a data connector. So this data connector is nothing but bridges between these apps. Say for example, you want to connect Power Apps and a Power Automate, okay, or you want to connect any other within this application, that the data connector helps to connect one application to other application. But take another example. Say if you have a SQL Server data, and then either an on-premises or in a cloud, and then you want to connect through your Power Apps. That the SQL connector, it helps. So to connect any application, the data connector helps as a bridge. Another one is AI Builder. AI Builder helps to build AI driven functionality into the Power Apps and the Power Automate. For example, invoice processing or form processing, text classification, sentiment analysis, object detection, so many Power App AI Builder types available. We can able to, or OCR, there's a lot of multiple AI technology built in Power Platform. And then next one is the Dataverse. Dataverse is a secure and a scalable data platform that we can store, manage, and connect the data from various data sources. Okay, I can say it's not only the database; it's more than that. Actually, it has other capabilities as well. And then PowerFX, it's a low code and uses a coding methodology or a syntax called PowerFX. That's where we are writing a code in a Power Apps and a Power Automate. And then finally, the managed environment. Basically, it's isolated space where we can develop, test, and deploy our Power Apps and Power Automate and all other assets. So now we will review some more information on this component. So what is Power Apps? So this is the tool to help to create our custom business application quickly with a minimum code. So that's called the low code platform. So we call it low code, or sometimes it's called no code, but I agree to say low code. Okay. So to connect to the Power Apps, the data sources can be in on-premises or a cloud. Say for example, you may have a data, in a SQL Server on your on-premises, or some other data in on-premises. We can be able to connect either on-premises or cloud data. We can view the Power Apps in mobile, tablet, and browser-based application. And also it supports iOS, Android, and Windows. Once you create this application, it supports all the scenarios. Let's review the UI. So this is the type in model application. Okay, another one is Canvas application. By looking the UI, so this is a predefined UI and the data comes from the Dataverse. What is the predefined UI? If you see that this is the left navigation, and then this is the tables, account, contact, leads, or the tables, and then list of rows. When you click on the rows, it opens to edit or read only mode the data, and then this is tabs, sections. So if it is a predefined UI, we will deep dive into the system walkthrough. But if you look at here, is you can customize a little bit here and there, but it's a kind of predefined UI here. And on the other hand, it's a canvas application, which is, you can customize anywhere else here. So you want to put the button in a different place, that data, you want to change the color, complete UI in your, your hand. You have full control. Say for example, I have the same application here. Here's my button here, and then can move the button. Probably you can say, okay, I don't want this button here, so I can then place them here. And then you can say this controls, okay, search container, just put them in search here. You can able to easily move the controls in whatever the way you want it. But right, because this is a little bit different from the model driven application, which is the predefined UI, and the data was from the data was only. But in this case, canvas application, the data can be anything. So it can be any, it can be a SQL, Oracle, AWS, CGP, any other clouds. It can be anything other, can able to create an application from other data sources. Okay, so now we'll see what is the main difference between this canvas app and model-driven application. Which I said, the model-driven application is a predefined UI, and then canvas app, you can be able to custom complete user interface when you have a control. And then canvas app data source can be anything. It can be a SharePoint, a SQL Server, or Oracle, S3 bucket. It can be anything. But in a model-driven application, data source is only data was previously it's called CDS or a common data service. In a canvas application, because you have the whole UI thing, you need to create it, so it takes some more time to develop it. And then there is a lot of controls in a canvas application. Okay, plenty of controls available in a canvas application, and then custom components. And then you can able to see now look and feel complete. You have a full control. And then say for example you have a UI UX person to he can able to create this application with his visibility. Okay, based on the business process, can able to do that. And also basically you can have a so many other integration sources. It means there is a lot of platform you can able to integrate from a canvas application. Okay, canvas application by design, by default, it's not a responsive, but it's possible to create a responsive layout using a canvas application. Okay, we need some code on the canvas application. But in the other hand, model-driven application, basically you can say drag and drop, and then drag and drop component we have, and then there's a complex business logic. We can able to create a model application. And then we have another called business process called stages. That's in a model application. And then all the application, the sales, customer service, and marketing, all models are built in the model-driven application. Okay, that's the main thing. So now we can see it now based on your business process or based on the business requirement. Now you can able to see which app you want to create, whether you want to create a canvas application or model-driven application. So next we will see how D365 within this Power Platform. You remember this on the D365 introductions, we have a lot of modules in a CRM and F&O side or finance and operations side, and then it's all built in Power Platform, right? So now we'll take a little bit deep dive or even more information about here. So it's all in a Power Platform. Over here there's a lot of component available, Power Apps, Power Automate, everything. And then we just discussed about the two types. One is a canvas application and another one is a model-driven application. The CRM and F&O, it's in part of model-driven application. Now you can able to see that how Power Platform correlated with D365 right now, right? So everything is a Power Platform. In the Power Apps, there is a basic two types. We have Power Pages, we keep it aside, that's a website. But in a canvas application and then model-driven application, and then this CRM and ERP is part of model-driven application, right? Because all it's predefined UI being the same, all data comes from the data source. Data was. We will take a look at it. What is Power Automate? So Power Automate is nothing but a tool to automate a business process. We'll take a couple of examples, and then before that, Power Automate basically it's a low-code platform. It's a part of the Power Platform. There's a lot of templates you can ready to use. Okay, and then it has a lot of other connectors. Okay, now it's keep growing. For now, as of now, I can say it's 675 connectors. It's available to integrate. So for example, you have a other application, in your organization, ServiceNow, Amazon, Twitter, Workday, you can call it any number of any other applications we want to connect it, that the connector is going to help. Okay, we have a different types of flows, cloud flows, desktop flows, and then again we say process. That's a kind of three main thing. Within each one of them we have a different types: automated flows, scheduled flows, instant, automate. Basically, now when something happens, some event, say for example, a record is created in SharePoint, a record is created, account is created in Dataverse, that flow will automatically trigger. Schedule, you can configure it. Hey, every day morning 6 o'clock I run this application. Instant, now if you want to call manually or from a Power Apps you want to call, then from a that Power Automate you want to call it. Desktop application, that's kind of that's a separate app available, Power Automate for desktop. And then we have a process, business process, workflow, action. These are the kind of things specific to the model driven application. And then we have two types of connector. One is a standard and then premium. Okay, when we're using in a Power Automate, we'll come to know that some of the connectors, I believe that Twilio, those kind of things, some of them we need a Amazon or premium connectors, we need to use it. So we'll take an example of a Power Automate. Say for example, you want to send an approval when the record is added or a document is added. That's the Power Automate comes into place. Another example, you want to send an email notification when some status changed on any one of the record. Okay. And another example, you want to send a data to another systems, like as I said, Twilio, Workday, SAP, or when some event occurs. Basically, you are integrating with the other systems. That's exactly where the Power Automate comes into place. So how the UI looks like, and then so this is the Power Automate. Ideally, this flow is basically sending an approval when the document is added, the subject, and then you can see the actions. Each one steps is kind of actions, and then you can able to create a branches, parallel branch. They can have easy UI here. We'll take a deep dive into that, how the Power Automate component, how that exactly works. If you look at it, that's exactly to automate your business process at the end of the day. Okay. So next one is a Power BI. So Power BI is basically to view, to analyze the data, or to create reports and dashboards. Okay, you can say Power BI is widely used in many companies to get the insights of your data. Again, we have a strong integration between a Power BI, Power Automate, everything. They can be able to see it in a real-time data, using Power BI. So for example, I'm going to just show them how the Power BI looks like here. So here is some examples of Power BI here. So all kind of data you can create, all kind of charts, bar charts, all kind of different type of reports, dashboards you can be able to create using Power BI. So ideally, basically, you can insight, and you can insight the data, and also you can be able to share the reports and dashboards with your teams and then other leaders. Next one is Power Virtual Agent. Basically, you can create a chatbot, virtual chatbot using Power Virtual Agent. Say for example, you have some common use cases. You have employee have some common questions. I can say where the time sheet, what are the deadline, what are the holidays, right? So some of the common questions they can be able to ask using this chatbot. And then I can say another example, we go to the website, in a right hand side you may pop up saying that, hey, how can I help you on a website, right? Those kind of things with virtual chatbot. It reduces manual power. It's easy to triage the questions first, okay, and then once it's strong enough, you have a proper information, and then it's sent to the customer. So agent, they don't want to waste the time, right? So many other cases I can say it, but this chatbot is really helpful in enterprise application. There's two versions. One is a standalone web application, and then second one is basically you can integrate the chatbot within the teams. Okay, we'll take a look at some example here also, at least the UI side. So here is a Power Virtual Agent. It's all part of Power Platform. You can be able to create different topics based on your needs, and then you can be able to test it out. You can be able to publish it, and then you use it in your application. So here I'm going to say, just type here to say stored, and then basically it's your Power Virtual Agent kicks off, and then it recognizes using this timer. Using the trigger. So it says, hey, to clarify, did you mean this one? It says topic, but ideally you can create different things, on the trigger. What it kind of, when we need to trigger, when this needs to be triggered, what are the branches and everything. You're going to be able to see it here. So here I'm just clicking on here, how it's going to look like. If you look at it, what are the key phrases if you want to trigger this one. Now you have any business use cases, you can able to say what are the key phrases you're looking on here, so that this triggers, and then it keeps goes. You can able to create a branches, all kind of things. It's kind of the predefined thing. You can use as a begin the scene. You can use a AI, and then you can access a Power Automate to get an answer, and then you can display. Okay, as long as there's no PA or PHI data. Okay, so next one is a Power Pages. I can say the Power Pages is the newest member of Microsoft Power Platform family. It's started last year. Again, it's a portal or website for internal or external users. I can say most of the kind of, I can say it's for external partners or vendors or something. We have a customizable templates, and then it's a fluid visual experience using another Design Studio. What it means, when you change the UI, you're able to see that how the UI is going to look like right away. And then there is a lot of portal types available, like a customer self-service portal, a partner portal. You can create an employee portal, like a providing some internal employees with a self-service, some HR functionalities, access company policies and other resources, right? And then we have some other examples for event registration, and sometimes you have a community forums, right? Vendor management, appointment scheduling, some other even use cases for our Power Pages. And then we can use for Power Pages website. It can be applicable for vendor also. Okay, for example, vendor management, you can streamline the integration with the suppliers and vendors, including purchase order, invoice submissions, so many other things you can do in using Power Pages. Today we learned about Power Apps to build an application, to automate a process using a Power Automate, to create data analytics or data insights or dashboards using Power BI, and creating a virtual agent or chatbot using a Power Virtual Agent, and creating a website or portal using Power Pages. And then we discussed some other component as well. Let's see how our learning tracks looks like. We learned CRM, sales process, and data, environment setup, and then we just learned about Power Platform. Next one is going to be Dynamics 365 CRM system walkthrough. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye.